Hello again, it's me. I am back for my first update video. So last week I kind of updated the intro to the Cozy Mystery Book Bingo, and we've just finished our first week. So I'm going to kind of do my first wrap up. I know I posted the original video kind of late. I wasn't sure I was going to post it. I filmed it at the end of January, and I kind of waffled on whether or not to actually upload it or not. And then this weekend I just decided I'll go ahead, I'll do it. You know, what's the harm? What's the worst that could happen? So I uploaded it and we finished our first week. So now I'm going to let you know all about what I've been reading for the challenge. And the first theme that was called was Wanted, Dead or Alive, and that was for books. So I read Homicide and Hardcover by Kate Carlisle. And this one was kind of a not great start to Cozy Book Mystery Bingo because I did not like this book at all. There's been some, that I'm like, okay, this book wasn't the strongest in the series, or this wasn't my favorite one in the series, but this one I actually actively disliked, and I probably will not be continuing on with this series. I do have books 2 and 3 that I bought thinking I was really gonna love it. And I just really didn't like this one at all. I didn't like the mystery. I didn't love the setting. It was set in San Francisco, which seems kind of neat, but it didn't work for me. I didn't like any of the characters. I did not like our protagonist. I strongly disliked her, actually. This is the first cozy that I've read that used the F word multiple times. I was really surprised by that. I'm always surprised. It's always kind of jarring when I'm reading a cozy and they use a bad word, but sometimes you could, it's like, okay, they used one, it's like PG-13, they all get one, but then when it was constant, it was more than just one time in this book. It was like 5 or 6 times, and the protagonist actively called other women the B word, and I don't like that. As women, we should not be calling each other that name. That's just not how we treat other females, I think. So And the protagonist was tasked with taking care of her neighbor's 2 cats. And if you know anything about me, I'm a cat person. I love cats. And she was irresponsible and didn't take care of the cats. There was a day when the neighbors came home and she's like, oh no, I didn't feed them. Are the cats dead? No. That's another thing I thought I was going to like about this. There's cats in it, but she didn't take care of them. She barely did their litter tray. She was super irresponsible. And for her to have so many degrees, and they talk about how many degrees she has and how smart she is and how wonderful she is at her job, for her to have been so serious and so well learned, she was an irresponsible, somewhat flighty, kind of stupid, I thought, protagonist. The only thing I did like about this book was the mystery had some historical elements to it, and I love historical fiction. That's one of my other favorite genres. But that was about the only thing that saved this. I don't want to say for 100% that I'm not going to try the other 2 in the series. I may give book number 2 a chance just to see if maybe, what was her name? Brooklyn has grown a little bit, but if it's anything at all like this one, I'm not gonna carry on. So I only gave this one 2 stars. Not my favorite, not a good start to book bingo, so I moved on quickly after I finished that one to my free space. And this is reader's choice. You can choose any book that's over 200 pages that's a cozy mystery. So for that one, I wanted something I knew I was going to like after reading this stinker. I went with Sleight of Paul. It is book number 2 in the Magical Cats mystery series by Sophie Kelly, and I loved this one. I gave it 4 stars. I liked number 2 even better than I liked the first book. And I really liked the first book, but I loved this one. Loved this series. I love the setting. It's set in Minnesota. They were having Winterfest. It's winter right now. It was the perfect time to read this book. She's got 2 Hercules and Owen cats that I just love. They remind me of my 2. Anyway, this one was a really good one. I really enjoyed this series. I'm going to definitely continue on with this one. So then after I finished those 2 books, I still had quite some time left before they called the next round, or the next theme, so I read Body Double by Tess Gerritsen. This was the 4th book in the Rizzolian Isles series. I really enjoy this series, and I know, like I said in my last video, I'm really late to the party on this one, but I'm really enjoying it. Body Double was not my favorite in the series. I think it's the weakest one I've read so far. I just, it seemed a little bit scattered compared to the other 3 that I've read. So, you know, they're not all going to be winners, and I have high hopes for the next ones in the series. I am definitely going to continue on. Look who's here! Where's your sister? Where's Budgie? Did she send you up here? Oh, okay, bye. Send Budgie up. So that was Tunder. That's my first cat that I own. We got him in 2015. He's part Maine Coon, part something else. He was a street cat, a stray, when we got him, but he is fluffy and lovable. So like I was saying before, Tunder not so rudely interrupted us. I did call him up. I am currently listening to an audiobook. I am going to get into what I'm knitting in a minute. So this past fall, I taught myself how to knit. And as I was knitting, I always found myself watching TV reruns of shows I've already seen. I'm like, this is so much time wasted. I could be reading. So I want to get more into audiobooks. So I'm currently listening to one that I'm really, really enjoying. And it is Long Road to Mercy. It's the first book in the Atlee Pine series by David Baldacci. It's a thriller set in Arizona. And right now I'm at 38% done with that one. So not, almost halfway. Since I did work all day Saturday, and then yesterday I was kind of busy. We ran some errands, we went to see the new Jumanji movie, and I really liked it. It was really good. So they called, and if you watched my original video, you'll know how excited I was when they called culinary. So I do get to read Death by Dumpling by Vivian Chen. It's downstairs, otherwise I'd hold it up, and I'm loving it so far. I started it yesterday afternoon, and I think I've read 96 pages so far, and it is so good. Just like I knew it would be. I'm really, really, really enjoying it. So each week I'm going to kind of show you my progress with each thing that I'm working on. And this one, I just started last night. I haven't gotten very far in it at all. It's going to be a little cat dishcloth. And the pattern is on Ravelry. I'll leave my Ravelry link down below. I'll leave a link to this down below as well. And, I can't wait to see how this turns out. I love cats, so I think this is going to be really, really cute. So this winter I made my husband a scarf because he had lost his, and I found a pattern on Ravelry, so I'll again leave the link for it. And now I'm making myself the same scarf in green, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. His was black and green, mine's just going to be plain green, and I've got my little kitty cat stitch marker here. And my last project that I'm working on is going to be a shawl. I actually have one of these finished that I made for myself, and I'll put a picture of it in. And this one I am going to give to my aunt. This was supposed to be her Christmas present. Here it is, February. I'm still working on it, but I do have like 3 projects going. So that's what I'm working on, that's what I'm reading, and that's where we're at right now. So I don't have any videos planned for the week, and I guess I'll just see you next weekend then, and I'll let you know how the David Baldacci book goes. I'll let you know how Death by Dumpling goes and how the book bingo is going. So right now we have 2 squares in the center row. We've got our free space, and the book one was also in the same row. Now this week's culinary is in a whole new row, but it's bingo. You never know what's gonna make the line. I hope that you are reading something great, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. So this is future me. I am currently working on editing the video I just filmed, and I swear to you, as soon as I hit the stop button, guess who came upstairs to see us? So I'm gonna give a little shot. There's my budgie girl. Can you guys hear that purr? Isn't she sweet? She's such a good girl. That's you on camera. Look right there. That's you. Aren't you beautiful? Don't you know it?